Module 8 of the series on climate change and environment. This module is about the environmental approaches to managing climate change. So this is a very important module because I'll be talking about several environmental approaches we have available right today to manage climate change and make sure that we don't worsen the planet more than we have right now. Conference of Parties in Egypt in November 2022 said the government is not doing enough to keep the global temperatures under 1.5 degrees as promised with the Paris Agreement. It's important that we adopt environmental approaches that are sustainable and minimize the loss of life and property being caused by climate change. The wealthy nations agreed to create a fund of $10 billion to compensate for the loss and damage in island nations and poor countries due to climate change. However, mitigation of losses is not enough, and we need positive action to combat climate change. So many times these international funds are available, but the way to get them is complicated. So we have to find out how to do it. And there are several groups in India and around the world that help you navigate this process, but we have to learn about it and use these funds and the tools that we have. So David Wallace Wells, he wrote a wonderful book on climate change, seeing what is going to happen if we don't do anything. So he said that 1/3 of the population will be at risk for deadly heat waves for at least 20 days a year. So if the global temperatures reach 2+ degrees, severe droughts will be felt in the Mediterranean and India. Acute food shortages will affect billions of people. Already we are seeing lots of people in Africa being affected by starvation, and the poor people in India cannot make a living because of these extreme weather events. Extreme heat will result in roads melting and train tracks buckling. Wildfires will increase in the US, Australia, and some parts of India. We recently saw that the floods in Pakistan affected 1/3 of the country of over 50 million people. They are still recovering from it. So this is the large-scale impact that climate change is causing. And we have to act today to keep this global temperature increase to under 1.5 degrees. Like David Wallace Wells predicts, we reach 2+ degrees, we will have terrible, terrible consequences, which we can't even imagine right now. So we have to act right now.